Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing some polygel nails for beginners, okay? Because bitch, I'm low-key a beginner. I'm gonna be using my red iguana hand. This is what it looks like. For the video, you guys can find it on rediguana.com, and these little nail tips are actually from Red Iguana as well. Everybody always asks me when I'm live, which nail tips do you use? And they're just these full cover ones. She also sells them, and each one has like a little letter which shows you which finger belongs to. I've tried to use like regular nail tips and it just doesn't work the same. So don't be a fucking coda bitch, just buy them. They are a little expensive because I tried to use the other ones and I was like, dude, let me see if I could use any other ones. And I just feel like they didn't work as good. So I was like, okay, Zulay, stop being a coda ass bitch and just go buy some. And that's exactly what I did. So let me see, I'm gonna start sizing my nails. And I don't really use my hand that often either, so how to call it, it comes through. So whenever you guys are sizing nails, you want to go from sidewall to sidewall. Don't press down for the tip to fit. And I recommend to always go with a bigger size if needed, because how to call it, you don't want any pressure on the nail plate. So okay, she only has 4 fingers. I'm gonna be using the 3XL coffin tips. I was gonna do square, but I always do square. Alright, and then I'm also gonna be using my Zulay nail glue. I don't know what happened to the little label, it fell off, but I like to apply, so everybody applies their glue differently, but I like to apply mine directly to the tip. And actually when I cut mine, you guys can see I cut it at an angle, kind of like that, and then you don't even have to squeeze, and boom, flip it around. Don't put too much and apply the nail. I don't know if it's a lefty thing or what the fuck, but I normally like to apply my nail tips backwards. Like, I'll show you guys right now. Like on my clients, I flip them around like this so I can see their fingers, because sometimes they have crooked fingers and I'm a lefty, so I feel like that's where the crookedness comes from. The way that, like, I don't know, when some lefties write, we don't write straight in the paper, we turn it. So I feel like we also apply twigs, you know? I don't know. Any other lefties in here? So that's what I do. I think the pinky is the only one that I apply normal, and then all the rest, I have my clients flip their little manos, and then I'll just be like, bitch, turn around. So if there's any excess glue, I just dab it on the napkin, and then I just go like this. Try to eyeball it that is not crooked, but like I said, oh shit. Like I said, sometimes they have crooked ass fingers. So you gotta double check. And then also depending on the weather or whatever, sometimes the glue doesn't dry that fast. Or also the nail tips. Some nail tips just dry slower than others because of the thickness of the tip. So just in case you guys ever encounter that, know that is the nail tips sometimes. So I'm gonna add a little bit more glue on this one because yo creo que it already dried. Alright, let's grab the other one. Sometimes I like to cut off the edges of the nails because they'll be sticking out like this one, but I don't do it all the time. One thing that I do recommend for your clients, because when I turn them around like this, some of them are too stiff, like they'll be like, like they don't turn their whole fucking body, put their elbow down, and then don't have their hands straight. Because they be trying a little too hard sometimes. Like, man, just put your fucking elbow on the table and relax, okay? Some people don't get their nails done often, so they don't know what to do. So you just have to kind of guide them. And this finger actually from the fake hand is crooked. I never really noticed it until not too long ago. It kind of goes inward. I don't know if you guys can tell here. Like it goes a little bit in. So I was always struggling because I would get this one all crooked and shit. It's like the finger's not crooked, but it kind of like twists in a little bit. And I have that finger too, my thumb. Patrick just pointed it out the other day. So I find that flipping it around like this works really well. So I low-key kind of like straighten it out, like I hold the finger. And you could tell here how the nail is pointing that way. So don't always go based on their nail plates. You have to go with the knuckle. So it may look a little crooked right now, but we're gonna fix this bitch. We're gonna fix it. And not all clients like to be fixed, but sometimes you got to. So I like to look on the bottom and see if their fingers straight. This one's actually still crooked, so it had to go a little bit more to the left, to the right, I mean. Look, there you go. See how they're like straight at the bottom? Like look down their finger. And boom. So this is what they look like. And then we're gonna file. Alright, so now I'm gonna get my e-file and I'm gonna exchange my little bit. So for those of you guys who are beginners or anything like that, or you have never been to school before, let me just teach you something real quick. Sanding bands and files are one-time use, one per client. So you have to take it off and get a new one for every single client. If you guys are practicing on your little fake hands and shit, then you can reuse them because you want to save money or whatever. But pay attention that it's not like worn off and shit, because the more you use it, the less roughness it has, so it won't do the same. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on my file and I'm gonna put it, normally I like to have it at like 1 or 2 RPM, and I put it in reverse because I'm a lefty. So because I'm gonna be doing polygel, I'm going to file the whole nail, the whole tip. You guys have to file the whole tip when you're doing polygel. Just very lightly, it doesn't have to be super duper perfect, just. And then I'm gonna file the edges of the nail tip, you know, the ones that I was showing you guys that was sticking up. So you're gonna do that, and then again we're just gonna file the full tip. And the reason for this is because gel just likes to adhere better to a rough surface. So if you don't do this, it ain't gonna stick, honey. Let's just put it that way. It ain't gonna stick. And one thing that I've caught myself doing a lot recently is cutting the tip, like just the tip, to make them a little bit more square so that I don't have to do too much filing later. Especially with my 3XL nails. So if you guys have a little nail tip cutter or whatever, or like with my clients, I catch myself cutting the nails hella crooked. I think it's a lefty thing, bitch, at this point of view. It's a lefty thing. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great. If you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe, ho, cause bitch, you're gonna keep coming. What the hell? And then I be getting like comments here and there about people not liking my bad words. I do apologize in advance, but it's just a Zule thing. It's part of my life. I don't do it on purpose. It just comes out, okay? So if you guys don't like it, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honeys. Alright, let me put my lamp over here. Gonna get a lint-free wipe because we're gonna clean the nails. Gonna need a little bit of alcohol. A little bit of alcohol. This one, I don't know what, I think it's 70%. 70% has become my favorite real quick. So we're gonna clean the nails, the tips, just the tip, bitch. And then at this point, we already prepped the nail and everything, you know, primer, everything, all the good shit. Pretend I already did that because this bitch doesn't require it. And we're gonna put a layer of rubber base gel. You guys can find this on my website. Everything that we're gonna be using today, you guys can find on my website. The link is gonna be in the description, hopefully. And I'm gonna put on the whole nail, even up here. No, I'm filming your video. So I'm making a video for El Jefe to edit. Let's see how he do, because he's been saying that I need to switch up my YouTube videos. They're the same. And I was like, homie, I don't know how to edit. That's why I never done it. So he's gonna take that task. And he's gonna learn to edit, bitch. He gonna learn to edit. Normally I just post the videos from my live streams and I put them directly onto my YouTube channel. But this one, you know, it's gonna be it ain't going on TikTok or anything like that. Just straight up on YouTube, cause how to call it, I feel like the shorter videos are a little bit more teachable moments and to the point-ish, and then the live streams are more entertainment. So I think that's what some people don't like, when I'm entertaining and being myself and trying to be funny to brighten somebody's day, because they might be having a bad day at work or whatever. So we're gonna cure this in the lamp for 60 seconds. So some people don't like that I talk a lot and I talk a bunch of shit, but I do it because I like to entertain people. So if you guys don't like my entertaining, then maybe pick the shorter videos. Maybe those don't have too much shit talking. All right, so the colors that I'm gonna be using today is gonna be mauve. I'm gonna be using the color maybe tan. I don't know what color it is. And Diva, because when I was sick about a month ago, I tried to do a set on live. Excuse me, I don't remember if it was with these colors or not, but I want to say it was mauve and Diva, and I just never got to finish it. I never got to finish it because I was coughing up a lung and shit, and I was like, you know what, nah, let me just record it so I could take my time and I could explain a little bit more, because when I'm live, so the pros and cons about being live and shit is that I get distracted easily. Like, I don't really get to explain things, because as I'm doing it, somebody will ask me a question and then we'll start chismeando and shit. And by the way, I lost 2 fucking diamonds. I think this girl me hizo ojo en la tienda at Walmart the other day. Fucking bitch. Nah, it wasn't intentional. She was a little girl. She was like, oh my god, let me see your nails, they're cute, whatever. But she looked like a little hater. Or her sister looked like a hater, actually, not the little girl. But yeah, she was kind of cute and whatever. So I'm gonna be trying out my French brush, how to call it, today, because somebody told me that you could use French brushes for Polygel. I was like, what? So let's just look at the fucking colors. I'm gonna put it on this bag. Ooh, this is a nice nude, bitch. Yep, I think I'm gonna use it. All right, let me show you guys the colors real quick. So this is tan, and our polygels are henna free, unless it doesn't say it on the bottle, but majority of our polygels are henna free. So if you guys have any allergic reactions to gel, I would recommend to give these a try. I know mauve is so pretty. Que la verga. So these are the colors I'll be using. You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if tan is gonna match. I don't know, let me cure these so I can think about it. Okay, so my sister was fucking texting me, the hoe. I'm gonna use my little 2-in-1 spatula. Oh, you know what, let me just do one out first. I'm gonna use my spatula, or you guys can just apply it. Let's just apply it. Okay, fuck it, dog. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably do all of the nails similar. So there's different ways for you to apply it. There's people who apply it down the nail like that, and then I find it easier applying it this way, like in little dots. But it's up to however you like. So I'm gonna be applying it different ways. Let's see what works best. Okay, so I'm gonna dip it in my alcohol. I'm gonna dip my brush in the alcohol. This is 70%, and I prefer the 70% over the 90. I just feel like it works best. And what I do is literally I just smash the little balls like that, just like that. I don't know why I like to do that. It looks like a brain. And then I'm gonna go in and start patting this little bitch. I'm gonna press it down and lightly pat and drag at the same time. So once the polygel is all the way to the edge, so right here I'm just gonna press until I cover the whole edges. So since there's no coverage on the nail tip, that's pretty much what I'm focusing first. I'm gonna press it, and then once it's all the way to the edge of the nail tip, like it's covering, I'm gonna lightly drag it. And then if you feel like you need alcohol, like when it's getting sticky or whatever, just dip it in the alcohol and lubricate your brush, because that's pretty much what the polygel is for. It's pretty much like a lubricant to it, so it can slide smoother and it doesn't be sticky. So I'm just gonna lightly press it. It glides super easy, as you guys can see. This is one of the reasons why I like polygel, because it doesn't dry until you're ready. All right, and then you can just drag the whole, brush it through the sides. Make sure that your nail is staying in shape, just like that. Like this and like this and like this, you know what I mean, Genevieve? And boom. And then at the tip, you can either just push it back in or cut it off, you know, like acrylic. Pretend you're doing acrylic. If you guys know how to do acrylic, this will be easy peasy lemon squeezy for you, because it's literally the same. You could just cut it off. Don't use your fingers. You can use the spatula if you want. Just cut it off. Or just leave it down there and then you can file it later. But fight with it if you want. Just like that. That's just gonna stress me out, bitch. But my thing is, you want to not waste product. So I like to go a little bit at a time. My fucking arm is hurting. Alright, so let me show you guys side angles. This is what it looks like on the sides. There's a little bit of polygel on here. I'm gonna go ahead and cure that in the lamp right now for 1 minute. Every time I cure it, it's gonna be for 1 minute. Alright, I think with this nail, I'm gonna do the whole thing with the same color. I'm gonna keep using the color mauve, and literally I'm just gonna press the back of the bottle and squish it out. Let's see, I'm gonna do like 2. I think that would be good for cuticle, and then 1 more for apex. Hopefully, okay? So let's repeat the process. And like I was saying earlier, I really like polygel because first of all, it doesn't have chemical smell. Number 2, it doesn't dry until you put it to dry. And number 3, it just files like butter, bitch. So literally I'm just patting it very lightly, not too hard, because this polygel isn't as stiff as other ones. It's like in the middle. It's not too squishy and it's not too soft. Personally, I prefer the ones that are not too squishy. But if I had to choose between the tough and the squishy, I personally would prefer the squishier ones. Only because, I don't know, bitch, the other ones just stress me the fuck out. If they're too hard, it just stresses me out. Like, even just taking it out of the damn tube stresses me out. But everybody's different, so you guys have to try and figure out what you prefer. And keep in mind, the temperature plays a very big role in your product. So normally, for acrylics, when it's hot, they dry faster. When it's cold, they dry slower, right? But with gel products, in the heat, they tend to be more thin, more runny, more watery. in the cold they tend to be tougher. They get stiffer, I mean. So how to call it, if the gel is already thick to begin with, in the cold it'll be more thick. Does that make sense? All right, so let me show you guys side view profile. It already looks okay for a lot of people, like I like that thickness. Personally, I like them a little bit thicker, so I put one more little bead just because of the length and stuff. But that's up to you if you like or not. Let me show you guys a tip. It's a little thin for me in my personal opinion, but again, it's up to you what you prefer. Something that I have learned about Polygel is you do want to thicken it up a little bit more. Maybe like if you're doing a customer whose nails is this length, I would make sure that it's thick from here to here. This is the thickest area because that's where they're gonna break it for sure when they bump. All right, so let me cure this. All right, let me add another bead right here. All right, right there. Squishy. All these little motherfucking glitter ass bitches are getting stuck to my shit. So once you get the hang of the Polygel, it gets easier. If you guys go to my channel and watch the videos of the first time I ever did Polygel, Lord, I was struggling, bitch. I was struggling, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm a professional at this either, because I don't do it often. I want to do more and more, but how to call it, I guess the designs that I like to do sometimes are a little bit more random and difficult. Like, I've never tried to do a marble with this. I'm sure it's possible, but I've never tried it. I've never done one. I don't even know how difficult a French would be. I should probably try one, you know? So we'll see. In the near future, that's what we're going to be doing. That little glitter is going to stress me out. So let me show you the side view. This is looking a little bit more apex. And don't worry about this little line. It will erase once we file it. Okay, so I'm going to cure this. All right, for the next finger, I want to see if I could do a French. OMG, that one's going to be a good one. I think I'm going to keep just using mauve because it's really pretty. All right, let me open up the hole. So I recommend when you guys get the Polygels to take off the whole seal. I was lazy and I just poked the hole. So now it's coming out like all stupid and shit. But I'm gonna use my spatula to take out a nice amount for my French. So if you guys haven't tried our 2-in-1 spatula brush, it comes with a gel brush on the side. I use this one for cluster gel. That's what's all sticky. And this side for everything else. So I'm gonna try to do a deep-ish French. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it there. Like I said earlier, I don't really do Frenchies, but we're gonna try it today, okay? And I'm gonna try it the same way as I do with my acrylic. So I like to start here and then bring it down to as deep as I want, because this is a long nail. I do know that, how to call it, I want it kind of deep. Okay, this is actually gonna be easy, bitch. I'm over here sweating it, thinking it's gonna be hard. Damn, the first French that I did, I was stressing out. I remember I did one French. I did one fucking French my first time doing Polygel, and I was stressing the fuck out. I'm gonna have to rewatch that video, but it's gonna be a deep French, okay? Deep. That's why I put a lot. And should I have made it a little fatter? Nah. You can always make it a little fatter if you want. Or should I make it a V French? So the good thing about Polygel, like right now, it's looking a little flat, a little skinny. Just give it a little pressure, push it down a little bit, and you'll make it a little bit more fat, you know, more fat French, like a normal French. Because right now I was looking a little funny, honey. So I'm just gonna keep it like this. And like I said earlier, bitch, I'm gonna keep repeating myself because, dude, this is just super duper good. My favorite part is that it's not running everywhere. Like, I can control it, bitch. You know, that's one thing that I struggled in the past with acrylic, that the Frenchies, I'm like, oh, either I'm chasing the bead, like, oh my god, bitch, it's going too fast, or like it's running, you know, like you place it and it goes everywhere. So, and then with some acrylics, it dries too fast where you can bring it all the way down here, you know. So yeah, I'm excited. I did thin this part a little bit right now, so when I add the next bead, it doesn't like show a line or anything like that. So I'm showing you guys a little side view profile, how thin it is. I'm gonna try to make it as thin as possible. All right, so let me cure this little bead. Actually, before I cure it, I'm gonna take a look this view to see if it's straight, because sometimes you might see it straight and it's not, but it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit more to round up the tip. So just a little tip, hey, do that. Just round it out so you have to do less filing. And I think that's pretty good. Oh my god, I can't believe it. That was actually easier than I thought, honeys. Okay, let's look at the left now. Meanwhile that dries, should I try to put Diva? Damn, not like you guys can fucking answer me. This is why I want a live. So normally during my lives is what I ask. Should I do this? Like, you know those Peekaboo ombre at the cuticle? Should I try that? For a long time I always thought that was kind of weird, but I did it on one of my clients recently, and I thought that was kind of cool. I think I'm gonna try it. Fuck it, thug life, just a little bit, something different. Or should I put it in the cuticle? I mean in the tip. Decisions. I'll probably put this one at the tip, and then I'll try it on another finger in the cuticle so you guys could see. Just in case you guys been wondering how the fuck we achieve that, let's see if we could do it with Polygel. I'm a diva. And it is really important that you dry your polygels or any gel fully, because uncured gel is not the business, okay? So let me get a little bit more, not too much. Look, parece un pitito. Looks like a little chode. You don't want to put too much because you don't want to waste product, okay? So I love to use my spatula when I want to precision. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. When I want to be a little bit more precise on where I'm putting it. And one thing that I find with Polygel is I like to put it a little bit before the cuticle area. So when you're gonna do the cuticle, I place it right there, and then I just lightly press it up. Okay, just like that. And then I'm so used to putting the finger down. I don't even know if Polygel solves levels or not, because it's not that fluid, liquidy or whatever. But I catch myself doing that even with the Polygel. And then just like that, super easy, dude. Just make sure the cuticle area is very thin, and then you work out the rest. Parecen, tell me that doesn't look like those fucking nalgas. I swear the fuck. Like those nalgas. Look, let me zoom it in so you guys can see. No, pues wow. That looks like two little butt cheeks right there. Tell me it fucking doesn't. Even sideways, that looks like my butt. Oh my god. Okay, so we're just gonna blend it down. And remember, the key is to use the alcohol. Don't forget about the alcohol. Like the song, something about the alcohol. And then here. So there's our French. Damn, that shit's big. It's thickness, honey. That shit's deep. That's what she said. Okay. So we're gonna put in the lamp now. Okay, so now I have decided I'm going to do the Peekaboo the Peekaboo on the ring finger. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna do the glitter first so you guys can check it out. Alright, let me get my little spatula, let me clean it off. And I'm gonna get a little bit of the glitter. The glitter is so pretty, look at it. We have like 12 colors of glitter, chunky flakies. If you haven't tried them, I recommend. So I like to place it right here. And then get your little brush and start pressing it in. It's so pretty. It has like rose gold little flakes, but then it also has like iridescent flakies. I don't know, girl. It's super duper cute. Alright, so I'm just gonna put it up to here. You don't need a lot because, like I said, it's a cuticle peekaboo. Alright, and then I'm gonna go in with the nude over it. So super thin, super demier. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add the same color mauve. And then I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier, but this time I'm gonna start from the top. And then I noticed that I like to do the smaller, the closer I am to the bottom, I like to do a smaller bead because that way the tip doesn't get too fat. Okay, so again, we're gonna pat all of these little bitches. Gonna pat them, just smash them, and kind of like, the reason why I pat them is so that I could spread it. Spread it, bitch. And then I'm gonna bring it up. You wanna spread that fucking polygel, honey. And then bring it down. Down, down, baby. So after this video, I need you guys to go try your polygel. If you guys have polygel laying around, but if you guys have never tried our polygel, I highly recommend it. I'll probably give you guys like a little discount code for this video for those of you guys who have been wanting to try it. Because it's just fucking amazing, dude. I love it for toes too. I don't offer toes as a service for clients, but on myself and my mom, I be doing our toes, and it's just so easy. I don't even apply it super thick to make them like hella like acrylic vibes, but they're easy to build the tip and make them square enough, you know, just enough to give them color. So just like that, we're gonna bring this bitch all the way to the tip. And then as you start to get more practice, you'll have less product to waste. As you can see here, I don't really have any extra polygel that I have to remove because I'm getting better at my eyeballing. And check it out, it's nice and flat like my ass. Hey, the one thing that I do need to work on a little bit is making sure that the edges are fully covered. Because right here I'm looking and there's some that are kind of missing a little bit. Brush it down a little like that so it can be covered good. Because that would be noticeable if I was using like a darker color. Like if I had a black polygel or something, or red, you would be able to see that. But I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more, and let's see if it gets more covered on the sides. Normally I like to file the fringe, but I'm not gonna, just because I don't feel like it, bitch. All right, I'm gonna do the polygel diva on the tip. I'm gonna do the same method, bitch. The same method. I don't know how to do here. I've never done this like this. Let's try now, bitch. Okay. So the reason why I didn't want to file is because the polygel is sticky. If I file, is gonna get everywhere. So I don't feel like doing all that in a bag of chips right now. Alright, so I'm just gonna bring the Polygel up. And one thing about Frenchies is that don't be afraid of being a sloppy bitch, okay? It's kind of like you can always fight it off. That's just something that I learned a long time ago. For a long time, I was like, but why do I want to work that hard? But then you're already working hard trying to make it perfect, you know? Like, either you're trying to apply it to perfection and you're taking the extra minutes to do that, or you're gonna take the same amount of time later to file it off, you know? So I choose to be sloppy and then file it off later because I don't know, I just feel like it's better, honey, better for you. Alright, let's bring this glitter down. Tell me this glitter's not fucking cute as shit. Tell me it ain't cute as fuck. Because it's kind of clear, I can't tell where the nail tip is at. Oh, there it is. I was like, how much longer is it going? So right here, I put a little too much glitter. I didn't realize that I didn't need so much, but I could always reuse this little piece right there. Tell me this is not cute. Tell me it ain't cute. OMG. I'm debating. Should I do the pinky all glitter or should I do nude? What should I do? So here it right now, and then we'll file it off. So literally what I'm gonna file off is just this part. That's all it is. Alright, so I'm gonna end up doing the last nail all mauve, and this one I'm gonna be applying a long line. Let's see if that works better than the little pegostes that I've been doing. Okay, so I'm gonna do a whole little, this is what everyone does on YouTube. So when I started looking at videos before, this is what everybody was doing. So let's see if it works better. I'm running out a little bit of alcohol, so I'm gonna put a little bit more. Alcohol does evaporate, guys, so make sure to keep that in mind. Don't put too much. So let me spread the client because this bitch. Okay. So again, I'm just gonna pat, squish it, squish, squish, squish. You know what? This might even be better. Who knows? And I always like to leave the cuticle area available, like last, I mean, because I just feel like I want it to be snatched. I need it to be good. I guess this method makes me always end up with extra product. So I'm gonna try to give it the thickness. I just can't with this stupid fucking hand. I'm gonna not press it as much so I could start building the apex. But try either or. Let's see what you like better. What method do you like better? The big line, the little bolitas, you know? This actually is good. It's like right now it's applying super good, but then there's times where I feel like I make a mess when I do it like this. So that's why I've been playing around. But which way do you prefer? Okay. Alright, and then as we're getting to the tip, I'm trying to press down so that the extra polygel comes to the tip. So if you guys see me applying a little pressure, is because I did add a lot of product. I could tell there's a lot. And I could reuse it. Just push it in. So look at all of the extra excess I have. I mean, you can throw it away if you want, but why would you want to do such thing? Just reuse it. So I'll just go like this and cut it off. Como si fuera un cerote. You know, just cut it off. I'll put it right here for now. You guys have a little palette or something if you wanna. Oh man, did I stab it? shit. Alright, so just double check your nail application. Okay, honey, that's a little thick. And then I'm gonna clean the sides here because it's a little on the skin. And then I'm gonna cure it. I'm not gonna put the pegostito yet because I don't want to mess it up. Alright, so let's cure. Alright, it's already cured, so I'm gonna use el pegostito que cargaba aquí. And I'm gonna put it right here. Right under the bitch. Stay there. It's almost dinner time. I'm so hungry. Alright, so I'm gonna push it back into the cuticle. I think, you know what? I don't know. Both methods work good for me, but for this finger, it worked even better. I don't know if it's because I already did 4 bitch ass nails. Well, this is the 4th one. But you know, like sometimes when you're like barely starting something that you haven't done in a while, and then you fuck up the first nail or whatever, and then as you're almost done, you get better, like full as professional. Okay, sorry guys. Es que me llamó one of my old clients. So I've been on the search for a fucking minion, and she works at Home Depot, and she gave me good news. She's gonna get more. And I'm like, girl, save me one, please. I want one so bad. So she's like, yes, girl, I'll save for you. Thank you. Fuck, I wonder if it's gonna fit in my car though. How big is the box? That bitch. How big is the box? Am I gonna need to take a truck? Am I gonna need to take a truck with it, bitch? OMG. All for the fucking minion. Okay, guys. So that is what this nail looking like after just the 1 1/4 bead is looking peachy. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and encapsulate the middle fingernail. I already filed the shit out of the little French, so you guys can see. I'll be using my clear polygel. And because I left scratches on it, I put base coat on top. That's why it's shiny right now. I was like, I wonder if the little scratches will show through. So I just wanted to make sure the scratches don't show. About that much. Alright, we're gonna encapsulate with our little brush. And I'm just gonna bring it up to like here because that's normally where the apex is at. Ooh, that kind of looks like a little snake. And the same, you're just gonna pat it to the sides and drag. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. Lightly pat to the sides. Pat it. You can smack it if you want, and then drag it. I don't remember what the fuck I said earlier because I already ate dinner and all that shit. But the time that you drag is when you already pat it from side to side and it's covered. That's when you start dragging it very lightly. So as I'm doing it here, I'm bringing it to the side, all the way to the side, and then I drag it down because I want to bring the excess product downwards. And right here I have a little bubble, like a little air bubble, so I'm just gonna pop it and just poke that bitch and then blend it in. And it's all the way. I don't really use the clear polygel as often. I feel like clear is always a little bit more stiffer. This one, like I said, is not as stiff as other ones, but the clear is stiffer than the colored, just a little bit more, which is, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because it's the one that gives it the strength a little bit more. Alright, so now that we get it all the way to the tip, we're gonna cut it off. Because it's a little easier, it's a little stiffer. Just kidding, man, it's not fucking breaking. Alright, there you go. I actually did a pretty good job today in this polygel. Look it. Oh, just kidding. I'm like, like I did a good job, but I have a whole blob in the middle. That was funny. Okay, bitch. Let me fix that. Not me thinking I did a good job and I have a whole dip. It looks good from here. But you turn it and boom. Boom, bitch. Valiste verga. Valiste pura verga. Damn. This clear bee fucking making you see shit. The fuck? Do you guys think I should teach El Jefe how to do polygel nails? Polygel or acrylic? I want to teach him how to do nails so he could do my nails one day. Let me know what you guys think would be easier for him to learn, because when I taught the polygel part in my class early this year, some girls were a little frustrated with it, but I feel like polygel is the easiest. It's easier. I don't know. This one looks a little more squarey. Alright, so now I'm going to start filing. I do recommend, if you are gonna be using polygel, to go get you a little dust collector. You guys can find this dust collector on Amazon. I mean, it ain't all that in a bag of chips, but it does the job. I mean, I kind of like it. I've been using it instead of my Valentino one because this one is rechargeable. And for me, the fucking cords just stress me out. So that's one thing that I like about this shit. And so I just wipe down the nails with alcohol to remove the tackiness before I start filing. And let's turn this bitch on. Let me get a file. So like I was saying earlier, the polygel files super duper good. I'm gonna be using my 80 by 100 grit file, and you don't really have to put too much back into it, but it does make really fine dust particles or whatever. So that's why I recommend, if you don't already have a dust collector, get one ASAP, especially with polygel, because this dust is super fine that it flies up to your nose. Normally the acrylic one isn't as fine, so wear a mask and use a dust collector, because you want to be able to do nails long term. So see how easy I was able to file that nail? Girl, you could even hand file your whole way through. Alright, so let me just give it a little shapey. Give it a little shapey because they did become a little bit more like tapered-y. So I'm just gonna file the sides. I personally like to file the surface of the nail and then the sides, because it just gives more crispy. Look at bitch. What? Like, girl, you don't even have to put in that much muscle, man. I love it. So if y'all lazy bitches and you don't like to put in your back into it when you're filing, this is the product for you. Polygel for you, honey. Alright, now that I have already filed and everything, I am going to clean the little nails. I already shaped, clean them with alcohol. I wonder if I should put a design. Should I try to do like a design? I don't know. Okay, let me top coat them real quick so we can see how pretty this color is, and then I'll see if I could do like a flower or some shit. Ooh, yes, girl. Look at that little flitter. So mauve does have a little bit of glitter. I don't know if you can see it, but it has like a really subtle glitter. This would actually look so cute with sweater nails. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably do one. Alright, I'm gonna try to do a flower, a 3D flower with polygel. I'm gonna be using the color Alexa, and I'm gonna try to make little balls like this. Okay, I'm gonna do how many balls? I don't put it on. Should I try to make a rose? A rose? No, just a normal. I'm just gonna try a normal one. Let's see first. But first, I gotta get my bling adhesive. I'm gonna put it right here since there's like a little spot where the top coat didn't really dry properly. I'm gonna do a golden shadow bling. There you go. And the glue does air dry, but we wanna speed up the dry time, so I'm gonna use the bling adhesive activator. This just helps the glue dry super duper fast because we don't want our brush to get stuck like with the glue. Okay, so I already went ahead and got my little balls. This is actually gonna be kind of big, so maybe I should cut them in half. Alright, I'm gonna do the little ball there, and then I'm gonna get the next one ready. I guess I fucked up. I did them too big, the little balls. Alright, I'm gonna do two at a time. Let me get a brush. I guess I'm gonna use my 3D brush number six, and I'm also gonna be using the same alcohol. I'm gonna dip it in here. And 3D brushes, guys, you have to twirl them. You have to give them a little twirl. So I'm just gonna use the alcohol to kind of like push this back into a bead, a ball, because that's just gonna give you the best flower if you make it round. I should have just done this in the beginning, bitch. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think I could do this, but now I know you can. Alright, so once your little flower, your petal is in a little ball form, we're just gonna press it like if it was acrylic. Oh, yeah, Shani. What are you? Wow, guys, we're gonna be able to do polygel flowers. OMG. So if you guys struggle with what is it called? Like 3D flowers, when, like, you know what I mean? Because they dry too fast or whatever. Oh my gosh, Becky. Let me cure them real quick. You could do polygel flowers. You could practice. Because the problem with acrylic flowers for a lot of people is they don't know when to press it. The acrylic dries too fast, it dries too slow. But with the polygel, since it's already a little stiffy, you don't have that problem. I guess the only problem here is gonna be that, like, getting the flowers to stay matte, you know, because the acrylic flowers always stay matte when they dry, and you don't want a glossy one. Maybe after we wipe the techie, we can make it matte. Alright, so I think this petal I made it too big, bitch. Parece pinche Nemo esta flor at this point of view. The good thing is that if you fuck up your petal, you could always take it off. Like right here, I think I'm just gonna take off part of it. I'm just gonna take out the whole thing and then I'll cut it over here. Wow. Oh my god, I learned something new today too. How to do a polygel petal. I would recommend to do this on top of like rubber-based gel though. I'm not sure how, if if the polygel will fall off at this point, you know, because I already top coated. I don't know, so I mean, play around with your shit. Alright, make it a ball. So the key to a perfect little petal is to give it its like a little ball form, and then when you press it, it'll spread out. So I'm gonna press the little bitch, press the little hoe, and then if you guys want to make the petal bigger, you can. So I'm using our 3D brush number 6. Oh my god, I want to attempt to make a rose now. A rose. A rose. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Bitch, can you believe that it's not an acrylic flower, hoe? OMG. I'm just gonna do the three little, or should I do 5? Okay, so I'll just do the 5. I'm already getting lazy. I'm sleepy. I didn't get enough sleep last night, so I'm like half-assing shit. Okay, let's do it again. It kind of reminds me of like icing. I kind of want a cake now. So make it round, honey. And then just press it. Actually, I don't think the 5th one's gonna fit, so I'm just gonna make this one bigger. I'll make it 4. And then later on, ooh, that looks kind of funny, huh? Later on, I'm gonna try to make roses, like 2-tone. So I'm just trying to flash cure them so that if I touch it and I don't mess it up. You guys can also find this little flashy on my website. It does not come with the bling. I decorated myself with the crystals and the charms that we sell on the website. So you guys can totally copy me. And then what I like about it is that you can use your own little charger, like from your phone. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a few more little flowers, but off camera because I don't want to bore you. Alright, so because I added white flowers, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to add a little bit of white to my nail. And don't look at my fucking crusty ass bottle, bitch. It just, I don't know how to happen. I'm going to try to fix my French hair because it's kind of crooked. Now that I filed and everything, it's a little sideways. I'm going to try to freestyle it with the brush. Don't breathe. And this is also liner gel 25. So when in doubt, you fuck shit up, you can always try to fix it later. Oh my god. Alright, bitch. It didn't come out all that in a bag of chips, but I could fix it. Alright, since this is looking a little fresh, should I put a French on the pinky? So I was just talking to myself right now, like a fucking complete idiot. I feel like this needs something else. I don't know. I'm just gonna put like a little lion or something. Ooh, some zebra. And then bling. I just want a little white something on here. It's not zebra, guys. I'm just kidding. Just a little white. I don't know, something coquette. So I'm gonna try to put just a little bit of bling, not too much, because this was mostly like a application video. But y'all know me, can do just basic. I'm just gonna put like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Little tiny. I always like to do like a 1, 2, 3 type of thing, like a little polka dots vibes. And then I'll do a little bit of me. Tell me these are not coming out cute. Totally not what I was expecting. I was honestly just gonna do like video, like just fully applicational design, but hey, this came out even cuter. And then the good thing about this liner gel is that it's already dry, bitch. Like I don't have to top coat it, is what I meant to say. But you know what? A little gold would look super cute on here. Like if you want a little bit more pop of color or something, like a little bit more golden, I'll do like that. I have golden liner gels that are super cute. And then on this one, I'll do something here in the middle. Like something kind of simple. I always say that, but it doesn't end up kind of simple. I'll do this one, this big ass one. My bitch. Simple just went out the door. Oh, and then the funny thing is that I feel like I actually have an audience. Like if I'm live, but I'm not. And this is me, myself, and I in my little room right now. I never thought I would actually be able to really talk to myself. Because in the beginning of my little YouTube journey and stuff, I will feel so weird. I'll feel so weird talking to myself. Look at me now. Look at me now, bitch. Me over here yapping to myself. Not even Lenny's in here. I don't even know where the hell he went. So I'm kind of trying to think of what are my clients that's super duper basic, like a bling design that she would like. So I won't get a little too cray-cray. I kind of feel like the teardrop is a little crooked. That's okay. It's okay if she's crooked. It's just demo purpose. One more little time. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already done so. Give me a little thumbs up and leave me a comment. What did you learn today? Did you learn anything? Because if you didn't, I'm a bad teacher. Okay, yes, that shit is definitely going that way. Come on, bitch. I know you're not trying. I put activator on it earlier, that's why I tried. So, let's see if I could fix it. Normally I don't care, but now that dude, I fucking broke it. Alright, always turn your finger this. I try my best to double check all the time in this view. So the reason why it got stuck super fast is because I sprayed activator earlier and I didn't clean the nail. Just FYI, don't do that. Like I said, do as I say, not as I do. And then I do otherwise, but I'm telling you, don't do what I'm doing. Listen to my words. Clean the nail and then apply. I'm a lazy bitch. Okay, now this one is fucking crooked. All my diamonds are crooked, bitch. My eyes are crooked. Oh my god. Yes, looking at me. It's looking at me like, hey, Kiss me, please. This one right here needs to go a little to the... I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't care. You know what? I don't care if you're crooked. One more little one. And that would be it. Just one little baby one. So if you guys have crooked eyeballs like Zulaine, I recommend you flip the hands of your clients just to double check. Even like that, I still put the beam crooked sometimes. I think it's just kind of hard. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. Just kidding. I'll do one more here. Like one more little diamond. Just like that. Para que no se sienta mi pinche dedo. And then I guess we'll do one over here. I can never be fucking basic. Not even for the stupid bitch hand. I just can't. I can't live with myself. I just noticed that I didn't even file this nail correctly. The pinky, did I skip it? I don't know. But this is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.